we have found another rum.
Yes.
I'm Juliana Olayinka. I was Juliana Olayinka. I'm not sure if I'm still her. Iola, what's going on?
Yes, well, we're enjoying, basically. We're enjoying the show.
It's the culture. We're allowed to eat and drink, okay?
We're enjoying the fruits
bosses
and rums of black business. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
I hope that you're tuned in on either YouTube, so you can see us, because we've got some lovely guests.
Colourful.com. It's actually been amazing. It's been so great. We're having an amazing time, and we've got some amazing guests who brought some goodies that, oh my goodness.
But first we need to try it.
Are we going to try it first?
We're gonna try it.
Okay.
I'm awake.
Kashan, Danny, take over, please. Tell us about Cromanty.
Very nice.
Well, Cromanty is our rum. It's a spice rum, but it's the first rum on the market that is infused with tamarind, and it tends to be the star of the show because it's a great flavor. It gives a very fruity note, but also it makes it very, very smooth and drinkable.
Well, tell us about. It's an amazing flavor, by the way. I'm not a rum connoisseur. It's amazing. Danny, tell us the vision behind Cromanty.
So the vision really is about bringing people together and community, and one way to do that was through tamarind, because it's one of those fruits that's so far spanning across cultures, and we get Caribbeans coming and saying, oh my God, tamarind balls.
I remember
Then
those, as a child,
Exactly, and then we have other communities coming up to us and saying, God, I remember picking tamarind from my granddad's tree back home. So it's a really beautiful fruit and really unique, and it gives the rum a unique taste as well.
So tell us about the name, Cromanty. It's quite an interesting name.
Well, Cromanty is it's a place in what's known as Ghana now, modern-day Ghana, and it was an enslavement fort. So we are telling the story.
Excuse my lack of geography, guys.
No, that's okay. So we are telling the story of our ancestors and our community, and the Cromantis, who were known as being quite rebellious, quite fierce, even through enslavement, and were often fighting back, and they were trafficked throughout the Caribbean. So we pick up the story in the island of Carriacou, which is where my family is from, and we talk a lot about the experience and a particular character called Cromanty Cudjoe, who was involved in the revolution that overthrew the British on the island of Grenada. Now, to this day, on the island of Carriacou, during our big drum dance ceremony, we still open the circle with a prayer to Cromanty Cudjoe.
Beautiful.
So it's symptomatic of our story to fight against slavery and oppression and enslavement, but also the way in which we learn to survive off the land through herbal infusions and understanding the bounties of the land and the way in which we could sustain ourselves. So this was something that we have been crafting for a while through conversations and recordings with our elders about those herbal remedies and the medicinal infusions, and we've been infusing those stories and those recipes into the rum and into our brand story.
Wow.
So that's what you're seeing with Cromanty.
That's amazing. I've got to tell you, we've spoken to a lot of entrepreneurs, as you can imagine, as you can see, because you're just behind us. For me, I think the drinks business has got to be one of the hardest businesses to get in. It's just, it's dominated, by people that don't look like us.
Yes.
And I'm sure they're in Ghana and they're in Jamaica too.
Yes.
How have you been able to overcome those obstacles, keep pushing when you know it's saturated, when you know you've had doors closed, but still compete, which I commend you for, because I know it's hard work. People just see the success at the end and the bottle, but they don't know the sacrifices that have been made.
Exactly, and I think I run the business with my dad.
Is this your dad?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's a family business.
So it's
Cromanty keeps you looking young.
Exactly. We get a lot of that. But there's something so special about that people relate to. There's the flavour itself is unique as well. So that's actually opening a lot of doors. but also our mission. So really the mission is to recenter the narrative when it comes to rum, reclaim it a little bit, you know, bring it back to our ancestors, because our ancestors were the ones that created rum in the first place, and you know, all of those gifts that were left for us, you know, we need to talk about it and tell people about it, and it's just not part of the current narrative, and you know, people don't know that about rum, and we're really happy to be out there educating people. On the trade side, you know, that is knocking down doors, because no other rum, well, very few other rums are taking that story and running with it and talking to the industry about it.
It really does.
It's just starting to kick in
I
now.
can feel it. I can feel it. You know, I love that it's a family business. I love the ancestral essence of the brand story. It's so strong, and I love the fact that you two are here at the show together. You know, if that's not a black business, I don't know what is. You know, family, culture, history, generational, absolutely beautiful and phenomenal. I wish you guys absolutely all the best. I just wanted to ask you, in terms of, you know, the next couple of years, you know, as Juliana said, it's a very difficult time, as we know, with the economic crisis that's looming. How are you, what plans have you guys got in place in terms of keeping the business sustainable?
Well, you're right, it is going to be a very difficult time because of the economic change, but one of the things that we're very clear about, and that we constantly hear back from people who find our rum, is that the patterns of people's drinkings is changing. So a younger generation is having a very different relationship with alcohol. They're drinking less, but are much more choosy about what they drink. And one of the things that we're seeing is that people are now really very interested in what's the story, who's behind this rum, what are their values, do they synchronize with my values in the way in which I want to see myself, and say something about myself in the way that I select and choose the things that I consume. That's one of the things that is really becoming apparent. So in the way that we engage, we are very much focused about that emotional connection, as Danielle said. We're also very interested in this social context and the way in which we are encouraging people to use drinking rum as a way to get together and to reinforce not just family bond but community bonds, and also express their own identity.
That's amazing. That is just so inspiring. Guys, thank you so much. I'm sure we'll probably be seeing you again before the day runs.
We have another bottle for you.
Where can they buy the products? Where can they buy the rum?
That's very important.
Actually, as well. Because I think I'll be needing some more afterwards.
Yes. Well,
we need to support this brand.
So at the moment we're selling direct mostly. So you can find us on our website, cromanty-rum.com. Otherwise, we're on Master of Malt as well.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you both for joining us, and wish you all the best and enjoy the rest of the day.
Yes.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for the
Thank you
show.
very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.